Black Rover Ants. Let's go.
These are our 3 tiniest ant colonies that we've never showcased on this channel. So why not show them today, starting from the least amount of workers to the most amount of workers. Leaving us with colony number 1. Having roughly around 10 workers, this colony has been growing quite slow, being the smallest of the 3. Nevertheless, the queen is still pumping out eggs, there's larvae, and even a good amount of cocoons. And if you guys are wondering, how come the ants are in the water area and not in this part? Well, that's because they burrowed their way through the cotton. So due to this, we have to find a way to make it easier to take care of them. Instead of filling the test tube with water, we just fill the cotton with water, leaving a gap at the top left corner, just like they did before. So that's it with this colony. Not really much to share, but yeah, let's move on to colony number 2, diving deeper with these ants. Okay, let me first mention the size of these ants. I mean, if there was one word to describe them, it would be minuscule. What I mean by that is very tiny. Tiny to the point that the workers are 1.5 millimeters to 2 millimeters. And you can see that difference between them and carpenter ants. But with the queen, it makes it a little bit more better because the queen is 3 millimeters, even though it's still tiny. Alright guys, you see that purplish thing right there? That's a problem that we gotta deal with right now. Now that it's done, my brother is moving the table to the sunlight so we could go ahead and move our ants. And don't worry guys, it's not gonna cook them. Alright guys, and the situation has become more urgent because water's come out of the test tube and we gotta move them fast so they wouldn't drown. And the method we use to move the ants into one test tube to another is introduce sunlight to one of the test tubes and then cover the other test tube so it could feel more appealing to the ants. And by the way, we're using the sunlight because it's a faster process and the ants are quite stubborn in our experience. Now that we're finished, let's hope they move to this new test tube. So after a long time of waiting, they still haven't moved. So we have to find a different way. Why? Due the next day, time to get the colony. Why is there toilet paper?
What type of lab was that?
For real though, it's truly there because it'll prevent the water from coming out by holding the test tube up. Placing the paper, the colony, and a new test tube. Let's get started. So the method we're using is manually moving the ants from one test tube to another using a Q-tip. Yeah, this takes patience. It's been about 10 minutes. My brother has collected 7 workers or so let's continue. But this time we're getting the queen. And it's gonna be a little challenging as you continue watching. The queen's running and doing whatever she can to get away from my brother. And then she got caught right here. But then, this happened.
Oh my goodness, guys. Apparently this worker right here, like, I don't know if y'all can see it right there, lost his ornament. Like, see, it's like there and ornament right there. Like, oh my goodness, it's just harder than I thought, guys. There's a worker. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh snap. Oh my goodness. This is really hard, guys. Like, this is, especially these ants are tiny. These are Black Rover ants, so this is hard. And the queen's right near the entrance. I'm like, just gonna put this worker right back here with the old test tube. Like, oh my goodness. This is so messed up. Worker just had to lose his ornament, man. I didn't even see it. I think it was like hidden under the cotton as I was trying to get other workers in, and just end up losing his ornament. I got squeezed on the test tube. My goodness. I got like a whole bunch more to go. This is gonna take a while. It started to get later and later and later. And for some reason, this happened. I don't know how. Guys, there's a batch of eggs on my finger. Hold on, let me get my miracle lens real quick. Oh my goodness. Why? So with that, I had to take the eggs off of my finger very carefully, placing the test tube also very carefully, and boom, I got it in. Man, that was something. Alright. Within a couple hours, I was able to get about 20 workers plus the queen, and over here is pretty much the remaining Looking closer to the colony, it seems like they're doing pretty good. I'm glad they're not stressing out, so with that, let's keep it going. Alright, progress, I got most of the colony, leaving us with a few to go. Almost done, guys. I'm telling you, this takes patience. Okay, I'm practically done. Oh my goodness, it's been hours and hours and hours. But all I need to do is take out the cotton, having the very last workers and brood. And as you can see, sir, you spit. Anyways, here they are. My goodness. Skipping to the end of this move and made that word move long. We're dealing with an egg and a worker that escaped. And at last, I got both the egg and worker in. And at last, I can say that we're done now. Oh my goodness, that took a while. And here is the final results. Man, they look awesome in that test, dude. Guys, people, it really feels good to know that I got this all done. I mean, how long did this take me? I don't know, but a long time. And here they are in a brand new test tube. And after this long move, 3 workers are actually grooming the queen. And doing so will help prevent harmful bacteria from possibly killing the colony. So grooming plays a major purpose in the ant world. Oh, and this colony has about 50 workers. It may not look like it, but they do. We are finally on the last colony, being colony number 3. Having the most amount of workers, this colony is doing really well, reaching at most my estimate about 60 workers or so. I could be wrong, but then again, it's my estimate. And that's pretty good because we had this colony for around 2 months and a half, and they're already at 60 workers about. So that's pretty nice for these type of species. But I can see why, because look at all those eggs the queen laid. And y'all probably already noticed it, but the reason why that colony is there because we also moved this colony and we just decided to leave it there. Kind of cool. Anyways, we decided to feed this colony because it has been a few days now. But apparently these ants are not big meat eaters, so we decided to give them blue nectar, also called agave. But for some reason, this nectar is not blue. So right after I gave them this blue nectar, already 2 workers came, and after that, more and more workers started to come. And all this was happening in the span of 10 to 50 minutes. So yeah, they respond pretty quickly when it comes to sweets. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as we did. And with all that being said, Shalom! See ya, people.